Hey guys, it's Miss Vargas again. I'm here to read to you another story. The name of this book is called Library Mouse, Home Sweet Home. I picked this book because it is our last day of kindergarten. And even though we've already been at home quite a bit, I wanted to read another story to you guys about Home Sweet Home. You're going to be home for the summer, no school, and I just thought it would be really cool for us to learn about different homes from around the world. So this is a really cute book. It's a little bit long, so grab a pillow, maybe a snack and a drink, and sit back and relax and listen to the story. Here we go. Sam was a library mouse. If you were to ask him his favorite things, he would surely say reading and writing. Sam was a storyteller and a dreamer and a lover of words. But if you were to ask Sam's friend Sarah what her favorite things were, she would say exploring and having adventures. Though they had different interests, Sam and Sarah were the best of friends. One night, the two mice were surprised to discover half-empty library shelves and boxes with books. Sam's heart was pounding as he climbed onto the librarian's desk and read the papers he found there. Renovation, he said warily. Sarah asked, "What does that mean?" Hmm. Sam frowned as he went to the dictionary to see what the word meant. To make new again, he read aloud. So they're going to redo the library, but it looks perfect to me, just the way it is. And if those plans are right, they're going to have to take it all apart before they can fix it. Where will we live while the work is done? The two of us will have to go exploring and find a new home, said Sarah. In the library kitchen, Sarah led Sam into the dark space beneath the sink. There's room in here for a couple of mice, she said. But the sound of running water in the pipes made Sam feel nervous. Next, Sam and Sarah crept down to the basement. Let's keep looking, Sam said with a shudder, eyeing a dusty old mousetrap in the corner. What about this? Sarah said as they climbed up the creaky stairs to the library attic. Nobody ever comes up here. I can see why, said Sam, gazing into the shadows. There's too much space up here for me. I need a home that's a little cozier. Sarah said, Then you could build a house right here, Sam. Something just your size. That's a great idea, Sam said. I'm going to build the perfect house for a library mouse. And I'll build one too, said Sarah. A house for an explorer who has adventures. First, Sam and Sarah moved all their belongings up to the attic. I hope they haven't packed up the architecture books yet, Sam said. Architecture, Sarah repeated. What's that? Well, it's the art of designing buildings, Sam answered. And somebody who designs buildings is called an architect. Let's get going. We've got a lot of research to do. Sam and Sarah went back to the children's room and found the books they were looking for on top of a box. The books were filled with pictures of all types of buildings. This is the kind of thing I like, Sam said, studying classical buildings from ancient Rome. And this looks great to me, said Sarah. Sarah said, looking at a Mongolian home called a yurt. The two mice gathered materials from anywhere and everywhere in the library. They hauled their supplies up to the attic and began making their new houses. Building was hard work. Sam used cardboard and tape for the walls and tubes from paper towel rolls for the columns. When he was finished with his house, he stood back to take a look. It's all right, Sam said, but it just doesn't feel cozy like home. I love my yurt, Sarah said. This isn't the perfect house for a library mouse, Sam said. Let's go back down to the children's room. Maybe I'll find something to get me inspired. A castle, Sam said, turning the pages of his book. You know what they say? A mouse's home is his castle. I don't have any stones, but I saw a package of marshmallows in the kitchen I could use for building. Oh, look at this igloo, said Sarah. I could make one with sugar cubes. And if we get tired of our new houses, we can just eat them. Sam and Sarah spent many nights working in the attic, but during the day when they tried to sleep, the sound of hammers and saws drifted up from the library below. Finally, Sam finished his castle. It looks very grand, he said, and I'd feel safe in there, but it just doesn't feel like a home. Sarah said, You've always been a library mouse, Sam, no matter what kind of house you live in, but as long as you keep building, I will too. There are so many kinds of houses to make. Over the next few weeks, Sam built a cottage with a thatched roof, a bungalow, a Tudor style house, and a modern house. Sarah had fun making an acorn shaped house from Bolivia, a Vietnamese stilt house, an earthen castle from Togo, and a space age geodesic dome. These houses would be nice for somebody, said Sam, but I haven't found the perfect house for a library mouse. Come on, Sarah said. What's wrong with the ones you built? Sam frowned. I miss my library. He went back down to the children's room, hoping to look at some more books about architecture. But he found the windows taped over and the doors sealed shut. Sam trudged back up to the attic. He wondered how he would ever feel at home again, like he had in his little hole beneath the children's reference books. At the top of the stairs, Sarah met her friend with a smile on her face. Come, look at what I made for you, Sam, she said. I found an old book in the corner. It's called an atlas and it's full of maps. I stood it on end and opened it up. And just like that, I made you an A-frame house, like one I saw in a book. Wow, Sam said, lying on his back and looking up at the map that made the slanting walls of his new home. It's cozy and pretty close to perfect. Thanks, Sarah. Sam loved his new house, and he was very happy. But when he tried to go to sleep, he tossed and turned. With the start, he realized it was because the library was too quiet. There wasn't any hammering or pounding anymore. Later that day, Sam went to get Sarah. I think they finished working on the library, he said. Let's take a look. Sam gasped at the sight of the new renovated library. It was truly beautiful and better than ever. There's just one thing, Sam said to Sarah. The next morning, when the children arrived, there was a sign that read, Home and where to find it. Along the top of the shelves was an array of houses from all over the world. "They're like the displays we had before," a child said. "They make the library feel like home again," said another. And Sam and Sarah were the first to agree. Look how cute. They put all the little houses that they built. They brought them down from the attic and they put them on top of the shelves so that the children would be happy in their library again. The end. This book is really cool because in the back of the book, at the very end, it has these pages right here that tell you about the different homes and houses that are built all over the world. So it's really cool. I mean, I'll leave this slide up for just a few seconds so that you guys can see it and read through with your families about all the different houses. And then there's also these last few, and all of these homes and houses were talked about in the story that I just read to you. And then there's also this part, and I know we talked a little bit about this in our classes this year, is the glossary. So right here, you guys can see the glossary and it gives you the words or vocabulary words and the definitions of those words. And just in case you weren't sure what they meant, you can read through these with your parents or older brother or sister and discover a whole new list of words that go with the book. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. It's been a really great year, a little bit different for us with not being in school and all. But I really hope you guys have enjoyed all the stories that myself and the other kindergarten teachers have been reading to you each week. We miss you, we love you, and we can't wait to see you when school starts again in the fall. Bye.